What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're enjoying today's news. Smash like for the triple upload. It really does keep me going. It helps new people find the channel. If you missed earlier videos, I talked about Anthem's microtransaction pricing leak, as well as some other interesting topics. So you don't want to miss any of today's videos, so make sure you go back and check, including EA getting hosed on loot boxes. Now, GameStop, the whipping boy of the gaming community, the living meme, the video that every time an employee quits gets 1 million views, the video that when employees talk about the quotas and their GameStop memberships and their magazines, everybody points and laughs. But today, they've given up. I think it may actually be over for GameStop, and I'm going to show you the news and what the market reacted because their stocks absolutely cratered after their ability to sell the company went through. And huge shout out, by the way. There are thousands of employees at GameStop and places like EB Games. Shout out to the people in the trenches dealing with us gamers, people like Ma'am and others, everything for, I'm sure, criminally low-paying jobs, dealing with smelly gamers. And I do want to give you credit. I don't want to take joy in what is undoubtedly not great news for employees of GameStop. And you know what? In the same roughly 12-month span where we lost Toys R Us, I always used to talk about Toys R Us being overpriced, kind of a dead meme. And when it finally closed, I realized that I wasn't exactly happy about it, that it was kind of a sad day. And now GameStop shares crater after the game retailer abandons plan to sell the company. GameStop announced it will no longer pursue a sale of the company. The company says the board determined there was not enough available financing on terms that would be acceptable to a prospective buyer. GameStop also recently sold Spring Mobile, which was a deal that they brought in $735 million in immediate cash, and it still was not enough to get investors excited about GameStop. Now, I think that the transition to digital obviously is a big thing hurting GameStop. That has nothing to do with what people are doing inside those 4 walls, 3 walls and glass at GameStop. The transition away from physical copies has been huge. The transition, the Amazonification of the world. I mean, I just look at myself buying video games. I used to go out for midnight releases at GameStop, and I still will occasionally do so when I really want midnight release, although digital release kind of takes care of that. But now I can buy on Amazon, and since I have a distribution center 20 minutes away, I can oftentimes even get same-day deliveries. So there's literally no reason for me to leave my house to take care of a store outside of that desire to buy local. Now, I buy local when it comes to buying my lawnmower or my snowblower or whenever I can, realistically. However, video games are essentially a commodity. They're the same price or the same product anywhere you go, which makes it extremely difficult to be loyal, which ultimately hurts GameStop. It said Tuesday, abandoning its attempt to sell the company, the stock then plummeted nearly 30%, amounting to a loss of about $430 million. And if we check right now, 27.2 is right where the market ended, but it looks like in future trading, it's going to continue to drop or hold right at $11 a share. If we go back 5 years, this is a company that was once trading at nearly $50 a share. So to lose just $4 a share, think about that. $4, which is just 10% of what it was trading at years ago. We're talking about a stock that has plunged billions of dollars. If $400 million is $4 a share, think about what it was trading, what its value was when it was $40 a share, okay? Digital downloads cut into physical sales of video games. The retailer will need to improve its collectible sales in the big picture to make its stores more engaging for experience-hungry consumers, said analyst Joseph Feldman. You want to give people a reason to go back into the store, whether it's playing areas or places to hang out with friends. Now, this originally, crossing over with my Unsleeved Media channel, there was some back channel talks about GameStop maybe trying to work something out with Magic the Gathering so that they could host Friday Night Magic. At the time, I was like, but where? Those stores, if you walk into those stores, they are literally packed floor to ceiling with tchotchke items, collectible items, different products, left to right. You can barely squeeze through the aisles. Where on earth would people play Magic the Gathering? Now, they do sell Magic cards, they do sell Pokemon cards, things like that, but you're talking about a retailer that currently has 5,800 stores globally, reported $2.1 billion in revenue just in the third quarter of 2018, and 67 earnings per share, up 5% and 25% respectively from the year earlier. So a company has made good moves. But when you talk about abandoning it, when you talk about basically investors completely bailing on the company, previously selling Spring Mobile in a deal completed this month for $735 million immediate cash proceeds, the company said while the board is still evaluating the best way to spend the money, it may use it to pay down debt, fund share repurchases, and or invest in core businesses, including video games and collectibles. I'm surprised GameStop never really tried. If they did, I'm unaware of it. But I'm surprised they never really tried to get any original titles or original products as opposed to these. Of course, GameStop's official statement says, in June 2018, GameStop's board, together with outside financial legal advisors, commenced a review of a wide range of alternatives to enhance shareholder value. The board undertook a comprehensive review process, including decisions with third-party vendors regarding potential sale of the company. GameStop's board has now terminated those efforts to pursue a sale of a company due to a lack of viable financing on terms that would be commercially acceptable to prospective acquirer. As a part of the board's reviews process, as previously announced, the game company sold Spring Mobile business. The transaction was completed January 16th. So they're going to show good revenue this year. Furthermore, the board is continuing to search for a process and appoint a highly qualified permanent CEO and is working with a leading executive search firm. Hey, GameStop, holla at your boy. I've got some ideas. You've got to embrace the digital change. You've got to get people into the store. You've got to work deals with game companies to get exclusives, more exclusive products. The Kingdom Hearts PlayStation 4 Pro was a step in the right direction, but you've got to work to capitalize on the exclusive market. You've got to work with companies like Limited Run and get Limited Run products in there. Make GameStop great again. Make GameStop an actual destination. No, you're not going to sell a lot of copies of Madden. I don't like buying my boxes opened anyway, all right? You're not going to sell a lot of used copies anymore because that market is dead with the digital market. However, the retro market and the exclusive market, I think, still has potential when you're talking about millions of square feet. I'm hoping, honestly, that GameStop can save itself here. They can transition from focusing exclusively on new video games to collectibles, maybe starting bringing back, find some people like me who are willing to pay for Friday the 13th on NES, start buying retro stuff, selling retro stuff. I don't know what the exact answer is, but clearly it's not in selling new video games. Specialize, my friends. You're casting too wide of a net right now, literally trying to sell every single product under the sun that gamers might buy. This is not the way. The way is specializing. Boutique. Remember Electronics Boutique? Go back to that. Find your high spenders, focus on them. Stop trying to be bottom dollar and cater to the masses. I think you can make a run of it and save the company. And honestly, I really still want gamers to have a place to go and pick up a game and look at the back and see what's going on. You can't do that at Walmart. I suppose you could sort of do it at Best Buy, but GameStop is a piece of history, and if 2019 is the last year we have it, it'll truly be sad. and it'll hurt sales and it'll hurt the gaming community and only further push everything into digital distribution, which, as we saw with the Wii Store, can still disappear. Digital is not necessarily forever. As long as it becomes unprofitable to support something like that, companies will stop doing so, and gamers will need a place to get their games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to hit that like button on it. I appreciate all of you always sharing. There's always a tweet linked in the pinned comment below. I really appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate all the enthusiasm you support the channel with, and we'll talk to you again real soon.